What I'm about to show you is hugely important if you're to conduct anything beyond the most basic searches in this database. It's called Boolean logic. So you've done your basic search for theology of worship, and you've limited your results to any combination of full text, peer-reviewed, or abstracted articles. And as you look through the subjects of your results, you decide that you don't really want to deal with anything pertaining to liturgy. You want theology of worship, but you want to exclude the articles that mention liturgy. So you've got theology of worship here, and then over here we're going to choose not from the drop-down menu, and then we're going to type in liturgy. Now if you leave your search like this, EBSCO is going to exclude from the results every article that even mentions the word liturgy. That could exclude some potentially useful articles. So let's say instead we just exclude the articles that have liturgy as a main focus, as a subject. So you've gone from 74 results down to 47 results. And suppose that you did like this liturgy business and you're not getting enough results, so you want to broaden your search. So you want to search for articles that mention theology of worship or liturgy, let's say in the subject field. And now we've got 202 results, which is too many. So let's see if we can narrow our results to those articles that mention both theology of worship and liturgy. And so you can see that we have narrowed our results down to just 27. But as you look over this group of results, you see this subject here, liturgy study, and you think, I don't want to read articles about the study of liturgy, I want to read articles about liturgy. And so we want to exclude liturgy study as a subject from our search results. So we want theology of worship and liturgy, but not liturgy study. And we've gone from 27 results down to 23. If you want to conduct a more advanced search, you can add a row to further define your search parameters. But doing so requires a pretty firm grasp on Boolean logic as well as a technique called nesting, which we'll cover in a later tutorial. For most of our purposes, however, these first three search fields will suffice. Now I'm going to teach you how to employ a technique called truncation. Let's say you wanted to research baptism. By simply typing in baptism, you'll come up with about 88 results. But what you're missing are articles that mention other forms of the word like baptized or baptizing, but don't also mention baptism. Let's see what happens when we search for baptism or baptized. We went from 88 results to 95 results. That means that 7 of these articles use the word baptized, but don't use the word baptism. And so to correct that, you might try searching for all the various forms of a particular word that you can think of. And for the sake of argument, let's assume these are all the words that you can come up with. And although you've got 102 results, chances are good that you've missed some form of that word. When you use truncation, instead of trying to think of all the various forms of a particular word, you simply type in the word family's linguistic root and add an asterisk to the end of it. And EBSCO will find all the variations of that word for you. And we've gone from 102 results to 266. EBSCO's found a lot of words related to baptism that we hadn't thought of.